So the world of JDM is getting very difficult and horrible to navigate, not just because of part availability, but because of customer service by businesses or companies that don't do what they say they're going to do or can't do what they advertise they're going to do. I'm going to talk to you about retrofitting your lights and maybe why you should just avoid it altogether. Let's go. Okay, JDM headlights galore. All right, I have a total of 4 sets. I have a total of 4 sets of JDM DC2 headlights. All right, so let's just start with the original project that began when I got the front clip, okay, and that is right here. And remember, if you follow me on Instagram, follow me on YouTube, this is the set that I decided I sent out to have retrofitted. So many things took place, not to mention me trying to source out hardware and clips and stuff that were missing from these headlight assemblies or buckets originally. Then I decided, listen, we're going big with the wide body. Let's go ahead and do something really different for this build. Let's retrofit the front lights and the rear lights, the rear tail lights. 2 different companies handling these projects. One company right here handling it on the East Coast in the Carolinas, and the other company handling the rear lights, which I did an IG live with up in the New York borough areas, okay? They were responsible for the tail lights. We're not there yet. Now, mind you, it's been over 2 years and I'm just coming to a conclusion on my headlights, and the tail lights are still in work. All right, it's been 2+ years, tail lights and headlights. So just picture that time frame. My experience may not be your experience, nor may the builders that you have acquired to do business with be the same. But I'm coming to find that there is a certain energy or a certain, I don't even know what to call it, a certain environment that is being built to the point where people are not able to do what they say they can do, or they're not doing it, or they run into hiccups, and then they want to keep charging us money as if they've done what they said they were going to do. They delivered when they said they were going to deliver, and that's not the case. And I would say that this project has probably been my worst decision in the wide body build, period. And I'm not talking about just the headlights. I'm talking about retrofitting lights on the Integra altogether. If you know how much DC2 JDM headlamps cost, I don't even need to tell you how much money is up here just in that. I have 4 sets, so I don't need to tell you. Do your research how much money I have just alone in that. Now, let's bring into the fact that the money I was spending paid for in order to have these lights done, okay? Now, I will say this, the builder at the end of the day, when they shipped these, they ended up getting a broken mount, all right? Which I am gonna sell these, because still JDM DC2 headlamps are hard to find. These are retrofitted. They already have the Blue Ghost modules in them. They already have been retrofitted to accept USDM headlight plugs. And I'm not saying that they're the best, but I'm pretty sure somebody out there would be happy to have them and throw them in and figure out a way to make them work. So the builder who originally did this initially sent them, they were broke. One of the mounting points broke, which he welded on. One of them can't be welded, well, could be welded back on, but I just was not going to deal with it. Then had to go back in the lab, do something else again, because the lenses didn't come out the best that I wanted them, especially to go on the wide body build. So what I did was I said, you know what? I'm gonna buy another set with clean lenses, and let's go ahead and do those. Okay, let's go ahead and do those. So I buy another set, clean lenses. Mind you, buckets are not gonna be used. We're just using the lenses. Okay, builder gets them. Nice, decent pair. All right, now mind you, these were original HID at the time, still brackets in place, fog light covers in place, which is kind of hard to find sometimes. But here it is, the builder oven screwed up. Look at that. Ruined the bottom of the lens, right? And some people might be like, okay, I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. Already kind of re-cleaned up. But I couldn't do that. With the build that I have going on, I couldn't do that. Somebody else may be able to do it. And at some point in time, all of these are going to be up sale for a steeply discounted price. So somebody will be happy. Still have the capsules inside for the fog light, yellow lens fog light. And yeah, so I got those. Now we're in another position, ruin the lenses on the new set that I got in order to replace the lenses on this set. Now these are ruined. Well, you can't just buy lenses in today's market. And I do not know why there's not a company to make an aftermarket version of these headlights to some type of manufacturing run so that we don't have to spend and try to source these from original OEM cars being parted out, likely in Japan. So now we got one set that's not being done because it's ruined. I have to acquire another set to fix the lenses and the buckets on this set, and now this set's ruined. So what do? Bingo, third set. Got to get a third set. Things cannot be fixed to a certain degree, and I am not going to accept a certain level of work in this build. It's got to be at minimum okay. So now I'm completely done with the retrofit. At this point, I'm not doing retrofit. I say, fuck it. Retrofit is not for me. At the end of the day, I'm not even sure this look is going to be for me anymore. It's become a hassle, and with becoming a hassle, it became a burden, and with becoming a burden, I just wanted to get the weight off of me. And so, you know what they typically say, if you're having problems, center yourself. Go back to your original self. So that is what I did. So here it is, DC. Purchased another set. This is a chrome set. So I've pretty much had every variation of headlights they've made for the JDM DC2. I've owned them, or I currently own them, okay? So I go ahead, order this. This is a chrome set housing, as you see. These sets come more out of the spec R's because they're the black housings. And then you can see in this set, which I'm gonna get to, the circle cutout for the projector HID kit, which I have here. So I got this set. This is completely unmolested to a degree. It's all out of factory OEM. These are on hold in case anything happens to the car. Let's say I get in an accident, the front end gets wrecked, the headlights need to be replaced. Okay, I had to think I need a set to go in because nobody's making these aftermarket, but they are making the aftermarket front bumpers, whether it's fiberglass or carbon fiber. They are making the aftermarket JDM DC2 hoods, whether it's fiberglass or carbon fiber. They are also making the aftermarket JDM DC2 fenders, whether it's fiberglass or carbon fiber. Those parts I can source instead of trying to get an OEM JDM DC2 front clip or a front end for $3 to $4 grand. I can just go ahead and piece buy those parts and likely spend under $2,000. Buying the hood, probably around $7,000. Buying the front bumper might be another $7,000. Buying the fenders might be another $12,000, just depending which way I go. That's carbon fiber prices. Going toward fiberglass, I'll probably spend less. But either way it goes, I can find my way around making that work and having a little bit of body modification dealing with fiberglass to replace the front end plus the core support since I T-cut it. But the front headlights are the biggest problem when it comes to that. You can even get side markers a lot easier, whether you had to get a general side marker and make it work, or you can actually find an OEM Honda JDM DC2 side marker. You can make it work. So here we go, 1, 2, 3 sets. This on hold just in case anything happens. These two have been jacked up, and finally I have to order a third set because these jacked up, and here it is. We're at our final elevation, and it is finished and done. And what you see here is what I decided to end up with. We have good gaskets, which is a plus, good gaskets. We have the fog light doors. I went ahead and had the buckets blacked out as good as possible. Front lenses, pretty damn clean, redone, 2K cleared. I will polish them off some. And of course the black housings. And guess what? The lights had the plugs made to accept the USDM Integra harnesses, so I don't have to worry about doing conversions or any of that. And I have the yellow fog light lens broken out, and I will use a yellow LED bulb there to replicate that look. But this is it. This is what I come up with, and I'm done. And as far as all of this process with retrofitting, I think you all should just extremely decide, is it something you really want to do? Because it can become a headache. In my experience, I have not ran into a builder or builders that has been a polite, well, I'm not going to say polite because my other builders doing the rear rear lights. They've been in contact communication, but you see I still don't have rear lights. And at least this builder said, hey, you know what, Jay, you've been through enough. You've had enough headache. I'm not charging you anything for these lights. As a matter of fact, I'm going to send you some money back, hundreds of dollars. I'm going to send you hundreds of dollars back. I'm not going to disclose how much because I do appreciate the gesture, and it puts me in a better situation financially, and it puts me in a better situation as far as knowing at least you have character and integrity. So I will be getting several hundreds of dollars back and not charged for any of the work going forward. So at least they recognize that. I don't know what other people may do or may have done in this situation. And likely some people have even told me they've paid the full bill after not having their lights. Remember, it was quoted 6 to 8 weeks on the rear lights and the front lights. It's been over 2 years. So you decide very carefully what you want to do. This has been the worst decision that I have made in this build process as of yet. It's been utterly the worst decision. Financially, emotionally, and mentally. And I am over it. So I am so happy to have these in. I'm going to order all LED bulbs for these. And that is going to be the extent of what I call freshening these up as far as lighting capabilities or parts. But other than that, I'm not doing a damn thing else to them. It is completely done. So I wish you all the luck. I hope this video helps you make a decision, whichever direction you choose to go. You understand the consequences and or the pitfalls that can come with that, or get yourself a set of OEM nice clean JDM DC2 headlights, have them taken apart, refresh up the bezels, the yellow capsule, maybe have that removed, put those suckers back together and use them as is. Don't go, I'm not going this route ever again. All right, peace, love, follow the content, follow the Instagram. Wild Body Painted is fire. All right, people, stop asking me for my paint code. I spent a lot of money to develop that paint code. So unless you want to buy my paint code and my combination of lay from me, stop asking me for my paint code, please. It's almost disrespectful for me to go through the money I spent to make my own custom color and then have people just ask me for it for free, like I'm just going to give all that hard work up. So yeah, stop doing that. All right, it's disrespectful. All right, peace. Thanks for tuning in and watching another video here at Wolfpack Performance. Check out some of my other content on Formula One issues, our topics, and our DIY products on how to customize your vehicle. Don't forget to comment, like, share, and subscribe. See you soon.